good on the web? Your man Q back again with some more of that geek news. And I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. Hold up, though. Hold up. Hey, wait a minute, bruh. Bruh. Don't worry about where I be, because where I be is where I be. I ain't worrying about where you be when you be in them places that you be and you ain't supposed to be. But I appreciate y'all being here. As y'all know, the show must go on and on and on and on and... So nobody gonna talk about Buzz Lightskin here? Nobody talking about Buzz Lightyear? What the... We just gonna ignore Buzz Lightskin with the Drake drip? So we just gonna ignore Buzz Lightskin with the Drake drip? Disney, Pixar, you always gotta put the Disney in front of the Pixar, because if you don't put the Disney in front of the Pixar, the Disney start getting crazy, kind of like Nintendo used to get on YouTube. But you gotta put the Disney in front of the Pixar. Nobody gonna talk about this man's drip. For how many years, since 1996, since the movie dropped, I'm thinking this dude's bald-headed. Like, the hair is stuck or matted down to his head. Like, he bald. Like, me and him is brothers from another mother, but my mama wasn't made from Mattel. I'm thinking that the dude is bald, but come to find out, he got the Lord perm. I mean, I guess Chris Evans said, if I'm going to be playing voicing Buzz Lightyear in an origin story that kind of reminds me of when he sees the suit, a lot like Captain America. I mean, well, it is Disney, it is Marvel, and it is Pixar, and Disney will have one of the first colonies in space, along with Bezos and along with Mark Zuckerberg, and nobody's talking about the metaverse either. See, I can't even leave for a couple of weeks. I can't even be sick for a minute. I haven't heard anybody really discussing the fact that Facebook is going to be called the metaverse from now on. And nobody finds this really strange, that the dude that you can see inside of his soul because his eyes are blank is creating a virtual reality internet hub called the Metaverse? For those of y'all who played Persona 5, one of my favorite games, by the way, if y'all haven't played it, y'all need to play Persona 5. Shout out to my baby Makoto.
Thank you.
The place where the evil intent is festered and gathered up and then manifests into real reality. Well, even though I said the video games ain't gonna go nowhere until we get into virtual reality, I'm gonna let y'all try the Metaverse first.
Hey, stop, black person!
I'm just gonna use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I'm a young man. I had to do, teachers, doctors, reporters, but then I met you. And it changed.
It's Agile!
That was some fine swordsmanship. Congratulations.
Speaking of PlayStation, so Sony has a problem, which many of y'all know, the millions and millions of fans that believe the Sony PlayStation is a myth, just like I believe it's a myth. I ain't seen it. I seen one in real life, and that was a used one at GameStop a couple of months ago, and I haven't seen a wild PlayStation 5 in its natural habitat since then. I've never seen one in the box, other than the fact of it being online in the box. And I've been hearing rumblings and I've been hearing whispers that my local GameStops and GameStops all across the greater Los Angeles area has been getting PlayStation 5s. But look, I ain't even got the watch on. I'm just looking at the time. I still ain't seen it. Apparently, Sony has released thousands and thousands of orders of PlayStation 5s, but I ain't seen it, and I'm not the only one. Shout out to all the people who got theirs, but I I want to play some Final Fantasy VII remaster, remake in HD glory with the extras that I've been having to stay away from because of the fact I ain't playing around. Eric died, and I knew about that in '97. I don't even want to see not even one thing. I don't even want to see an extra weapon. If it's an extra secret weapon, I don't want to see it. I just keep on playing Arise. I'll play some Dread. I got games until I get a PlayStation 5. They need to make some more games for PlayStation 5 because that State of Play was a state of decay. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? It really trips me out because everybody's been complaining up and down, like when we don't get a Nintendo Direct and then we finally get one, and then we still tweaking and thirsting for another one. And another thing that gamers and geeks just do in general is complain about not having enough anime to watch and especially not having enough games to play. Like, who the hell are you? Either you ain't going to school, you ain't working, you ain't doing shit productive, because how do you have all this time? Or are you just eating through games? See, you know what the difference is? I'll be real. I be making love to my games. Like a little incense, pour a little wine, rub my feet together, and dig into the game. I'm dedicated. I spent $65.69 California state tax for this game. I'm gonna get every piece I can get. Every piece. I'm checking every corner, every exclamation point, doing everything I can do. How do you have time? How do you beat Tales of Arise, Metroid Dread? What else just came out? Who are you? You rich? I ain't calling you out. I'm just asking questions. I'm asking questions for a friend that knows a friend that knows me. Who are you? How you doing this? Teach me the skills, Jedi Master, please. Cause I gotta pick and choose. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna play this game for a minute. Or I'm gonna watch this. Like, when do y'all sleep?
He wouldn't be afraid to show his normal side if he had one. His mother has a tattoo that reads, Geek. At conventions, cosplayers ask if they can touch him. He is the geekiest man in the world. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink wine. Stay geeky, my friends.
On November 5th, Nintendo drops not one, not two, but three things. The Nintendo Online, which y'all heard my opinion about the Nintendo Online. For me personally, do I really need to replay Mario 64 again? And another question, I mean, honestly, before I even talk about the Animal Crossing pack, the DLC, which I am going to get for $25, I actually think that's worth it, and a really great DLC for the $25, because one of the things that was stagnant about Animal Crossing in the first place, one of the reasons that I restarted my 1,300 hour island. Yeah, I know what I just said. I know. You can call me out on it. Yeah. I just said I didn't have time to play games, but 1,300 hours on the island. Okay. Well played. The reason that I restarted my island and people just stopped playing is because it wasn't nothing else to do. Once you got your island to a certain par, that was it. What else you gonna do? But with this new DLC, it does add more islanders that we had missed from the previous Animal Crossing entries, as well as the ability to make vacation homes and houses for your friends, family, and your other islanders, depending on how much you play the game. I still got a lot of stuff to do on my island before I jump into that, but I'm still gonna get the DLC first. That's $25. As far as the $49.99 plus tax, California tax, I'm gonna pass. So it's not really that exciting to me. Personally, just me. I'm talking about you. You can like what you want. You can spend your money on what you want. I only got one Switch, because I'm spending my money on what I want. I got one Switch. I got two hands and one me. I don't need no two Switches. don't know switch. I don't need no 3 switches. This ain't no hot drive. We ain't popping switches. That's money. I don't look at you got 2 hands. But that's you. Hey. I ain't judging you. I'm still trying to give me a PS5. Also on the 5th, the Animal Crossing cards are dropping, and it's a whole bunch of them. It's going to be some good ones. And I'm going to tell you like this. Some of y'all going to be mad at me. You might see the Geek Show on eBay, on Amazon, flipping, dipping, whipping, and all kind of with these cards, because if I'm able to get a couple or more Raymonds and Judys, well, somebody about to have a good Christmas. You can't pre-order the card to nowhere, but they will be available for $5.99 plus tax. I keep on going to that tax. They get us. They get us in this with these taxes. At Target, Best Buy, Walmart. My mom always calls Walmart. I don't know why she always do that. This, you know how somebody do something that just, why? I just don't, but that, why? GameStop and any other place that you can get your TCG cards. I'm going to go in, see how many I can buy. Look, don't judge me. You got to get your hustle on how you can get your hustle on. I'm going to have to flip some cards. But interweb, that's all I have for you now. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting me, not only here on YouTube, but been checking out my memes and everything out there on Instagram, now on TikTok, which I've been having one for the longest. I just haven't really did anything to it since its conception. Follow me over on Twitch. I couldn't talk for a second there. And follow my streams there. Much appreciated. I appreciate y'all. It's all love. I'm back. We doing Geek News again. Because funny story is, I hadn't ever used the camera, the lights, and the green screen all at once. And I'm like, before I retire the coat, let's just give this the old Geek try again. If you guys did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all things games, entertainment, anime, sprinkle a little bit of that comedy, make sure you subscribe. Again, I do stream over at Twitch. All the links are in the description below. You'll see them, trust me. Stay long enough for just wait. You'll see it's gonna be some bumpers. It's gonna be some stuff. Just be patient. Just be patient. It's gonna be some stuff. Or you can just follow the links in the description below. I'll holler at y'all mañana. And as always in the web, remember to eat, sleep, geek, repeat. Peace. For the longest time, I wasn't being legit or for real with myself either, because that was a part of me. And even though I was doing it in secret. And then it just hit me. And that's when it hit me. And that's when I became a geek. Finally, the sleeper has awakened. I am the prince of all geeks once again.